Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's video is going to be kind of a little bit of a fun one. It's one I've wanted to share for a while. I've come up with some solutions for kind of DIY travel palettes and whatnot. Not necessarily travel palettes, but just palettes in general that might be interesting for you guys. I know a lot of people, when it comes to palettes and stuff, use these plastic ones, the metal ones. I kind of wanted to get a little bit more bang for my buck. I wanted to see what other products I could use that work as palettes and whatnot, so I kind of decided to see what I had lying around and throw in a couple of things that I've been using anyway as non-traditional palettes. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one is this EOS container. This is just their lip balm. I've had it for a while. It was kind of grungy, so I cleaned it out, popped the little circle thing in the middle, got rid of the rings, and I put some black paint in it. The nice thing that I like about this one, if you're a monochrome painter, is you can have, your solid paint here, and you can have your spot for washes and stuff and whatnot. It is obviously a very singular purposed solution, but I think that, at home or even on the go, it would be something that would be nice, especially if you're someone that uses a water brush, so you don't need a ton of water to do so. And then the other option I came up for monochrome, and this is something you can actually use to create more if you're good with silly putty, or even a glue gun, I've heard is really good if you let it dry and build your layers and whatnot. So this is just a Body Shop eyeshadow. Cleaned it out and whatnot, filled it with my paint, let it dry, and boom, bang, here we go. We got a little palette. So the next one I'm actually really excited about. This is one of my favorite ones. I bought this Icebreakers mint tin. It's like one of those ones that has the squares that slides open. And I put pens in it, and it comes apart super easy. And you have 6 pens in here, and you have a mixing space, or if you don't want to use it as your mixing space, it actually stands up and you can use it for your water bucket. So it's kind of dual purpose. Obviously you would have to clean this out before you put it back on top if you did use it as a water bucket. But I mean, it's not really that hard to find a source of water and to dump it out and whatnot. So that would be a cool solution. I'm really excited to use this one. I think this is one that I'm going to use for painting with a split primary palette. So I really, really like this one. One of the other ones that I came up with that I'm kind of meh on, I know some people really like these ones, something very similar to an Altoids tin. This used to hold masking stickers. The thing I don't like about these ones is I don't like not having a white mixing area. It does have a very nice sized mixing area, and obviously you can fit a ton of pans in here, but I don't like not having a white mixing area. So this one wasn't my favorite, but one I wanted to include because I know there's a lot of people that don't actually care about that. So your masking tape tins, masking stickers tins. Wow, that was difficult. Keep them around because you never know when these could be useful. And then the next one, we have a row container. This next one here is actually kind of a cool one. I bought little tiny binder clips, and I decided to take a gum container, just like so, popped it in here. It did fit the whole one, but I wanted to see how it would work with pans in there, and it works fine. Just let it dry and don't accidentally put it like this, because then you make a mess like I did. But otherwise, if you let it dry, it works fine. Like, these are in here just fine, and it sits, and you have your mixing space here. I decorated mine with some tape on the top, so that way I would have a white mixing space. You could keep it clear if you wanted, but I just thought it was really cool to do it with the gum container, and I would have never thought to do that until I was looking to have a little bit of a option. And I think that these would also fit really well into other containers, obviously, but this was just one that I had bought and decided to make it do double duty. Move that over here. The last kind of DIY sort of one is this here. This was an Erin Condren container that held pens at one point. I again covered it with a piece of scrap paper that says "Choose Happiness," and when you open it up, you now have white mixing space. You have your rows of pans. I did actually fill this, and it fills quite a bit, but I think I'm going to kind of limit how much I keep in here, so that way I can throw in some water brushes, just because the size and whatnot for keeping water brushes are actually quite nice in here. And it is collapsible, this one here. I have gotten a lot of questions on it. It is collapsible. But anyway, you can, like I said, you can fit a ton in here, and you can decorate it to be as pretty as you want to be. So I really like that. The next one that I have is one that I think is actually really smart. And if you can get one that has a white inside, even better. There are some out there that you can. And these are these double and triple decker cases. These are fantastic for a number of reasons. Obviously, number one, you can have your paint ready to go. I have mine held in here with a bit of sticky tack. And I'm just gonna apologize, arm in the way. Pull that up a bit, and then you have a bottom layer here that you can house your pens and stuff, or you can use it as your mixing area. But you also have this one here down below in the triple decker case that you can house your brushes and whatnot in there. You can get a piece of lamination that you can stick in there for a palette and whatnot. So I really like this one. When I first got my Magellos, this was what I immediately did. I think I'm going to pop these out and move them into this one, just that way I have the colors that I want in there. But yeah, so next one is metal tins, larger metal tins. The reason I mentioned this one is because if you have a large metal tin and you have old cases like this that have the pop out palettes, like I have tons of old Winsor & Newton ones, you can make your own palette very easily. And please forget they're not in any particular order because I haven't swatched them or anything yet. I've played with them, but I haven't swatched them. I just took a piece of magnet and I put it along the back here, and it pops right on here like nobody's business. It's so nice, it's so handy, and I can fit a ton of paint in here. And you can get flat palettes from the dollar store. At least our dollar store has flat palettes, or they did. I'm gonna go look and see if I can find them again. But it just sits in here and it's so nice and wonderful. So I really like this. I think that if you can find these, this was a chocolate tin, but you can find a lot of pencil tins and stuff that are very similar in size. But my favorite solution, and my all-time favorite, is these pencil tins that are white on the inside. I bought 3 of these to hold some of my watercolors, and as you can see, it's quite nice. It's very lovely. I can fit almost 30 paints in here. 29 pretty much fits because I have to turn the other ones this way, but you have your white space here, and it's so nice too. And I was painting with it, so now I've dyed my finger purple, but it's just, I can't tell you how much I love these little things, and they're so thin. They're so nice to bring. You don't have to fill them. You can have a row of paints and still have room for a brush and a pencil and whatnot. I'm a big fan of the travel brushes. I really enjoy them. I have quite a few different ones, but I also prefer having a real brush, like having one that has the actual physical brush versus the water. So I have bought some of these collapsible ones to try out. I did have one, but I bought some more just to try out. But yeah, that's kind of it. There wasn't really a whole lot to this beyond just kind of wanting to show you a few different options. I do see quite a few videos out there that have these, but I wanted to just show you the ones that I've come up with. So anyway, that is it. That is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. It does help my channel. And you guys have yourself an excellent day, weekend, weekday, whenever this goes up. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just kind of getting some videos up for when I go on vacation. So I'm filming this in August. It may not even go up until sometime in September. So whenever this goes up, I hope you guys are having a great day. And thank you as always for listening to my rambles.